Welcome to the Magma Clubhouse. We've been having a blast hanging out, chatting, and pushing pixels together with our Magma community. Each week we pick a theme, a color palette, or maybe a fun background scene for the canvas that we'll be painting on together. All are welcome to join us, and if you want to invite your friends over, you can find all the details to share with them in the video description below. We'll be getting started shortly, so go top up your coffee mug and grab a drawing tablet. While you wait, give the stream a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and drop us a comment to let us know where in the world you're tuning in from today.
What is up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Magma Clubhouse. Thank you for joining the dark side today. If you've been following the stream within our community, this is an event that we are a two-part event. We hosted May the 4th yesterday, and you'll see on the left side of the canvas, we've got the really awesome crew put together some amazing stuff. We're going to try to compete with that or keep up with what they put together over here. We're trying out a different time slot, so right now, anybody who's watching later or weren't able to watch, we've definitely deployed a survey in Discord to request for your availability and time during the week. So we're going to try to jam through this today, and yeah, I got to figure out what to do here. I actually see that looks like Bonk Cat's trying to convert the dark side into the Jedi. We've got a Ahsoka Tano on the right side, or it looks like a young Ahsoka. I gotta figure out what to do with that one. Well, first and foremost, let's cue off some music. Munju Man's only here to say that you're here. Hey, what's up, Munju? Thanks for jumping in. Okay, first and foremost, let's hope that I've done this right, but I've got some royalty-free music. I'm gonna see if I can get away with this. Let's kick that off. Okay, audio is good. Interesting. I got 3 accounts in here. What is going on? How about that? Okay, that's a little better. You unplugged your computer the worst time, but I can still say I was here. You definitely were. Yeah, hopefully you made your mark on the canvas, Munju. I didn't catch all of yesterday's stream for the Jedi side, but yeah, I mean, this is a different time slot, so I may be working solo on this one, which is putting a lot of pressure. I got to find the creative juice to get this thing flowing. And if you're watching later, feel free to jump into the canvas. That's something I want to stress. This information, the links to join are available in the description. So, and we also have this stuff available in our Discord. So feel free to jump in and continue filling this canvas in. We'd love to deck this thing out. So I guess without further ado, let me jump in here and figure out what I want to do. this week, Star Wars Visions came out yesterday, of course, on May the 4th, which, man, there was some really amazing stuff and content in. I've only gotten through a few episodes, but it was actually one that inspired me to try to do a piece, an environmental piece, maybe. I'm going to try to do something along those lines. And since we got a light crew today, so far, Munju's either having computer issues or maybe not joining. I'm going to need to take up a little bit more space, or actually I'm just going to take advantage of that space. First thing, I think I set up a color palette. Let's. Okay, got the reference, got the board. I haven't done a piece like this in a while. Want to try to build a scene for once. I feel like the last few streams I've jumped into for Clubhouse, I've been doing like singular characters, which I feel like is kind of cheating with this crew. Everybody's doing such amazing work in these streams. I think first, let's pop in some. Oh, wait, one thing I just realized: this canvas is gray. What's going on there? I got a sabotage. What's up, Munji? I see you're back. Actually, one thing to do, get that chat going too. What's up, Philip? Yeah, the stream is literally just me and Munju Man right now, so I'm trying to find where this layer is. Let's see, Bonkcat. Sorry, I gotta go through and turn off some of this stuff. Maybe I'll keep the chat chill for now. Philip, you should be playing Jedi Survivor right now. Yeah, no worries, Munju. I might not be talking too much since it's just me out here in the desert trying to figure out what to do. None of those. Nice. What are you guys up to right now? Okay, we're giving up. We have no idea where this gray is coming in from the canvas. I'm just going to deal with it. Nice. That's cool. What game? Are we talking board games? Are we talking you guys playing D&D? I'm gonna have to check that out. I've never heard of it. Pressure's on, so don't you hate it when friends just go MIA? I'm gonna do the episode I'm talking about in Visions has got this like really cool backlit, like super hot sun with, you know, strong foreground characters, dark lit. I'm gonna try to do something like that. Whoa. We want polygonal lasso. There we go. I mean, with no people here, I can just make as many layers as I want. That's something to think about. Music is on loop. Yeah, Ventura, Philip, if yeah, tomorrow, absolutely. This campus is open. We'd love to get you in here. I know the time is a little different right now. We at least get a solid amount of folks during the week, earlier in the day in the US time, but this is late US time. So feel free to jump in there, man. What's up, DPO? You go by Depot or DPO? Like the droid, which would be very Star Wars themed. Yeah, Mungie, I mean, technically speaking, from the story that I saw, this one's not Tatooine, but it's very reminiscent of it. I looked up Star Wars themed royalty free music, and this is what I got. Sounds more like Harry Potter to me, which I'm never mad at, but What's up, DBO? It's like a carrot looks snaky. No, indeed. It was I don't know who dropped in here. Bonkcat dropped in here real quick, which technically it's supposed to be on the other side, but I don't want to destroy their layers, so I'm gonna be nice and keep it. And it helps fill in the canvas a little bit, so. Let's. All right, what am I doing here? I needed my color palette number 1. Here. There we go. That's what I found. I have a feeling the sun's going to be super oblong, but whatever. Let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I mentioned earlier to Dead Space that I found some royalty-free Star Wars music. It was the best I could do. Some of it's good, some of it's all over the place. But man, how cool would it be if we could actually play some real Star Wars John Williams music? Yeah, this one's solid. I really do like this one. Okay, let's see here. Get some foreground action going. You got an idea what you want to do yet? We got Munju in the background, but he's hanging with friends, so he's just here to tune in. So I need all the help I can get. Yeah, go for it. That sounds great. The end of the song? What's up, Everest? Thanks for tuning in. Man, that song is literally the shortest loop ever. Okay, let's see what's up. Color palette. There, it's a bit orange. What's up, Lega? Welcome to the stream if you're listening. Totally. I don't know if you were probably a little bit late, DPO. I was talking about Star Wars Visions that just dropped yesterday on May the 4th. Did you check it out? Been a huge fan though. Honestly, I mean, it's the one thing that got me into the art. I mean, it's one of the things, one of the pieces of content growing up that got me psyched. It's, as my age, are usually either Star Wars or Jurassic Park or like 3 Aliens, an Alien, Star Wars, Jurassic Park, and Terminator. Yeah, it's like those are the classics. So you grew up the original trilogy, same. Like I remember my dad first putting it on, and it was when it was on. Eventually it had been. This was like in the '90s, probably early '90s when I first probably saw the original trilogy, and I saw it on TV, and it was like an obsession. It was like I remember when all the VHSs would come out, and they back when Lucas was still in charge, and he would they did so many re-releases. There was they did one batch where they added a bunch, especially this is when CG was just really starting to take off. So George Lucas was one of the first people to go back and modify his movie and change stuff. And they did like 3 of them, and I owned all of them, all the box sets. I lived for that stuff. Still do. How about you? Do you prefer the originals? What's your favorite trilogy? Like it's got to be the OG, but I also respect. I legitimately try to find something that I can like, even if the new ones you could nitpick and I mean not even nitpick. There's plenty of stuff going on that think plenty of people tend to agree on. But there's some good stuff in it too. It's just different times, different generation, more people, audience they're tailoring to, you know. I think the best, probably, I don't know, my favorite thing that they've done in Star Wars is Rogue One, without a doubt. Rogue One is, oh yeah, sorry, your message just popped up. Sorry, there might be a little bit of a delay, so my bad if I'm talking over your question. But Rogue One is my favorite thing they've done in recent memory, outside of Mandalorian. Mandalorian, I think, is, although I think Rogue One is higher quality in terms of like story and the how they tied everything together. It was a little dark, you know, pretty serious at times, had some great realistic moments, and the visual effects were unreal in that movie. But yeah. Yeah, original trilogy, Clone Wars, prequels are okay. And you like Mandalorian. Nice. Okay, my bad. I was talking about that different earlier when you said original trilogy. I'm that old where original trilogy to me means 4, 5, and 6. So you're talking about okay, no, maybe not. Maybe you're talking about the trilogy and Clone Wars, which is about the same. Yeah, there's something about the first 3 when Lucas dropped those, you know, the big theater rush, and I mean it was mania for Star Wars when they dropped the originals. And I will say, I mean, I've spent most of my career as an artist in the 3D side in visual effects, and I remember that this is the one thing that got me hooked to get into animation and visual effects was the behind the scenes of episode 1. I probably watched that. I mean, I had like a drawing table in my room, and I just sit there and, you know, sketch and draw all day, and I just throw on. It would always be like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars movies, and the behind the scenes stuff I lived for. Behind the scenes of episode 1 was amazing. It was like, it showed a lot of the blue screen, it showed a lot of the effects. It was super cool. Munji's asking why were Star Wars Part 4, 5, and 6 released before 1, 2, and 3. Lucas hadn't written the story for 1, 2, and 3. He they came out with the episodes 4, 5, and 6, and he had intended to be writing the other stories, but I don't know why exactly he decided to do it that way. I've never heard a good answer as to why, but I assume the little bit of film knowledge I have on this stuff is George Lucas was like one of a few directors coming up in the probably like late 60s, early 70s, including oh man, the guy who did like all the Godfather movies, Spielberg, and like maybe one other. Martin Scorsese, that's the one I'm thinking of. Spielberg, Lucas, and they were all kind of heading into this territory where movies were starting to get into this, like, they literally defined what a blockbuster is and a trilogy, a movie that you can continually tell a story. So my guess would be that Lucas probably initially wrote the story for 4, 5, and 6, but intended to be building a franchise. I think that was he probably never has said that publicly, but with how it played out, I would assume. Oh, you actually know. Okay. My bad. Thanks for stopping me. I'll get back to work. Sometimes I wish I could hear Munji as sarcasm. Foreground sketch. Now, what punchline did I miss? I totally did. My bad, dude. Oh, that's totally my bad. I was ranting. You got me on a subject that I could just go on and talk forever. The one thing I'm not up to date on is somebody was telling me that I guess they have I don't know if it's official, but they've announced the next trilogy. From what I heard, it was going to be centered around Rey, and they were going to be building sort of the next stage of the Jedi. Have you guys heard anything about that? Curious if that's official. I also heard they were going to do the first Jedi going way, way back in time. Yoda was supposed to be a thing. That never happened. Yet. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same as you, DPO, on that one. It's like I'm definitely not a hater. Absolutely. Like I was legit psyched for Force Awakens. Like that trailer and overall that introduction to the series was really great. When you look back on it, maybe it's still not like perfect, but it was a great start and it set up all these things. And there was amazing scenes and cinematography in Last Jedi. I thought had some really great scenes. The battle with Kylo Ren and Rey at the end was really spectacular, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's also just kind of not for me either. Yeah, for sure. Could you imagine passing away before Force Awakens comes out? Yeah, I know that feeling though for sure. It's been a while since I've had that much hype for honestly for anything, and I really sound like a groaner, a lot of folks, but yeah, it's tough. It's. I feel like I don't know. My 2 cents in this stuff is particularly post pandemic, during pandemic, content consumption has gone up, and we're all seeing so much stuff, so it's getting I don't know. I think it dilutes the content. You know, it's like having access to stuff at home, straight to home. Some things you have to see in the movie theater to get like the best experience. Like not being able to see episodes 4, 5, 6 in theaters, like such a bummer. Like originally when it came out, of course you can still see it now, but and actually I don't know. Did you guys go? Anybody check out any of the originals or the movies they put back in theaters? Oh, nice. What'd you see? Oh, got it, got it. Tell me if this music is getting annoying, but I feel like this is the only one that I've been able to leave on without thinking about it. Yeah, that's a good call. It really does. Oh, actually, here's a good one. Chatting with a Star Wars fan or two, knowing Mungie's back there. Have you gotten into Jedi Survivor? Do you play those types of games? And also feel free to just like tell me to be quiet if you want to focus on art. Nice. Battlefront. What a good one. Well, did you like it? I was a huge fan of Battlefront. I did not. I mean, you could dig into all the stuff that went down for the payment. They had some issues with like, pay to, or not pay to play, but they had some like marketplace stuff where you had to buy things and it was kind of a big stink. But I thought the game was awesome. Heroes versus villains. I mean, come on. One of the coolest things they've ever done with Star Wars in general, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, I played that one for over 2 years. It was I deleted it off of my console multiple times and then it was like, I'm gonna go back and play Battlefront. And always loved it too. He bit off more than I can chew. Nice. DPL, that's looking great. Everest is looking great too. So curious to know, I know where Manju's at. Manju joins our streams all the time, but yeah, of course. Yeah, you're killing it. Curious to know what time zone you're in. I'm assuming you're in the US, but part of this time slot here is to see if we could catch people after school, after work, but it doesn't seem to be optimal. Nice. Okay. You and I are both in Texas, and actually, I think so is Munju. How is it possible that the three of us are all in the same state? Okay, it's morning for you, Everest. So you're behind or ahead of us? Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, Munju and I are pretty close. I'm in Austin. Munju's, I think, outside of Austin. Yeah, okay. Ahead makes sense. That's what I was thinking, but I don't know, man. Time, you know? Maybe clouds. You guys been using I was actually just going in to do it for the probably my one of my early time. I've been testing with these, but we have our filters, the Gaussian blur, saturation, lightness. You guys been using that stuff lately? What's up, Eyebrow? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for jumping in. We need your help. Please join the dark side and help us fill this canvas. Like the opposite of of Princess Leia's request to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, these guys. There's an episode in Star Wars Visions that just came out in the latest season. I can't remember which episode, but they have this really dope scene with the this desert lighting and all that. The characters, you probably have to turn the subtitles on or read the descriptions afterwards to find the characters' names, but they don't mention it in the episode. They were new Sith characters. Thank you. Appreciate that. I feel like I've been scrambling today to keep up. To be fully honest, my creative motivations were very low when I started this. It was like went off at the end of the workday, doing a bunch of stuff here at Magma for all kinds of things. Exciting new stuff to share with you guys soon. No worries, Everest. All good. Basically, all you need to know, I mean, all the only theme on the right side is dark and villainous. That's about it. Outside of the bottom right, who it was I forget who dropped that one in again. Bonkcat came in here while we were offline, which is a great drawing. The only problem is, I guess, maybe Bonkcat decided to do it on the right because there wasn't enough space on the left, which I get. Nice eyebrow coming in with some old school villains. I dig it. Everest, that's looking great. That totally fits the vibe. And red even better. Yeah. Ian McKeg, indeed. I had my biggest claim to fame with Ian McKeg is I was on a call with Ian McKeg once with some other artists. But yeah, Everest, I saw your comment on the post. Yeah, you came in there right away with that. It's looking great to me. I can see the action movement already. Doctor Who fan in the house. Holy crap. That's one rabbit hole that I've never gone down. And I haven't tried. Definitely thought about it. I remember getting into Star Trek like way later. I was a big Star Wars fan, Star Wars kid growing up. I really despised Star Trek. I thought it was silly and dumb. And like in my mid-20s, I remember getting into it, and I went down the whole thing, like back to original Star Trek series, watch Next Generation, watch the next one. Doctor Who's like probably the last big long binge that I really need to get into. It just seems amazing. Yeah, yeah. It's so funny you say 2009. I remember seeing the J.J. Abrams Star Trek films in theater, and it was spectacular for sure. That I think that opened up my mind to the possibility of liking the original Star Treks. Is like they made it kind of cooler for the new generation, and then I kind of developed into a place where I could appreciate the old ones. But yeah, the old ones were actually, I think the original series was started in the 60s. Um, if I'm remembering that correctly, because it went for 2 seasons, late 60s, early 70s, and then they went on then they did the whole movie thing with the original, Captain Kirk movies. There was four Star Trek films, and then they launched the Next Generation TV series, which like blew up. And I was too young to watch that on TV. I didn't know it very well, but I remember seeing it. It's like this is a strange callback to my younger self, but I remember having a distinct, strong opinion about the color palette of the show. I hated the colors, like because it was the I guess the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, and like their version of the future was like weird brown colors and like maroon and black, and I was like, I don't like these colors, and I judged it solely based on that. But then later discovering it was really, really great. Yeah, color palette of Next Generation. Just like look up a picture of the main bridge of Star Trek Next Generation, and you'll get an idea. Maybe I'm alone in having that opinion, but that was my thought process as a kid. Yeah, I totally got to catch up on. I had to refresh, by the way, so I lost the chat, unfortunately. But so I missed. I think it was Eyebrow. Your comments on Doctor Who. I'll get back to that. But yeah, the main bridge did look boring. I have not watched. Honestly, I was really after becoming like a massive Next Generation fan. I liked season 1 of Picard. Season 2, I was really not into, and then I've not given season 3 a chance. But I had some friends tell me that it was pretty good and worth catching up on. Yeah, I saw that. Gates McFadden. The is Data back? Because Data, pretty sure Data died at the end of 1 officially. LeVar Burton, though. I mean, come on, it's a great crew. That's okay. No worries on the spoilers. At this point, I probably need that incentive to go back and watch it. So that gives me enough reason to check it out. Data was one of my favorite characters. Oh, and I remember your comment now, eyebrow. I think it was on the budget, like not great, even though they've got so much popularity and attention, which checks out as most things go. It's always better when it's low budget. You got to figure it out, write good stories, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm actually super excited about that now that you're talking about it. Checking that out. It's what I mean. It's probably overstated these days, but when it comes to, I don't know. I think when cinema was like, there's a lot of opportunity with technology, and or rather, limited for some and available for others. But when you had to just do it cheap and like figure out ways to make it cool without spending a bunch of money on VFX. I mean, I've been a VFX artist for a long time, or in that side of the business, and man, it's not the problem. It's the application of it is the problem. It's like you can't just throw money at it and expect it to make it better if the story is not great. That's the one thing that proves true. We got about 20 minutes left for the time slot here. Let's see what y'all got going on. Nice Darth Maul's looking great. Ooh, Everest. Are you throwing in a Vader there? Oh, that's like a shoulder pad. It's so weird. Like the side profile actually looks like a Darth Vader helmet. That's crazy. Amit. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pronounce that, but welcome, Amit. Nice. You got an X-Wing going on there. Amit side I'm going to butcher that one. DPO, that's cool. That's looking really great. Always coming in with the good stuff. Manji with the countdown. Love it. Appreciate it as always. Yo. Oh, the colors. Are you still in the background playing with your friends? Playing games? Of course, you're doing the countdown, so I assume. Wondering if you guys are still at it, though. Nice. Lunch break. I like it. It's that Lord of the Rings lunch. 11sies, afternoon dinner, supper. Yeah, exactly. Dinner. Nice. All right, take it easy. Thanks for jumping in with us. The X-Wing is looking great. You really cranked that thing out. Oh yeah, I should probably check in on this. Where's it going on with this countdown clock? To maybe take a few minutes here to see what's up. Oh, nice. I see you're going for the perspective clock there, Manju. Nice. That's great. Nice. That DPSP is looking awesome. The frozen and carbonite. That's amazing. Everest, that's a great sketch. That's so great. Give me your skills. Eyebrow earlier dropped in the Darth Maul, which is looking awesome. What can I do in 6 minutes? Yeah, we turned it out for we're like the skeleton crew over here. If only we could get 10 more people, I think we'd be filling in this canvas for sure. Yeah, eyebrow. This is the first time with this new stream session time. It's not permanent. We literally decided, like, if we're gonna do May the 4th, we got to do Revenge of the 5th, and we came up with a split canvas idea. And we wanted to try to make an effort to change the time because there were a lot of folks in Discord that were commenting and saying, which I totally get, like, can't join, wanting it to be different times. But so I figured, well, we could try Friday on Revenge of the 5th. But maybe we could try evening US time to see if we can catch, people like you guys after school, after work, whatever. But I don't know. It's Friday, maybe people are checked out. Maybe it's not the right time, but this is a human hour. Wait, what do you mean human hour? Like in a good way or a bad way? Oh, inhumane hour. What is that? Yeah. Got it. So for you, 1, 2, 3 a.m. Eyebrow, you're in. I forget if you answered this earlier. My bad if you did. Are you in Europe? Or no? So the old times you were saying. Oh, that would be 10 a.m. Got it. Aussie. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Yeah. Well, on that note, and maybe I can share this with you guys. Here. Let's see. Where did I put that? Guess it's in Discord. I'll drop you the link real quick if you'd like. I would love to know. This is something I just kind of deployed recently this week, which is just a survey to fill out for just your availability throughout the week. What days, what's good times, what time zone you're in. Oh yeah, right. That's right. You were the one I was just communicating with today. The survey was they were messed up. Yeah, I did. I pinged you and somebody else who had commented on that before. That was my bad. I rushed that thing out, wanting to get it out as soon as possible, and some of the forms were a little janky. So those are updated, and I did tag you and send a link, I believe, in Discord, so you got it. And I'll check those and share that with anybody. If you guys have friends or people you talk to on Discord, definitely please share that. I would love to. Of course, a big part of this is not just about getting the right times, but it's also about trying to figure out what's the right kind of content. Like these Clubhouse streams are so much fun for us, and they're just chill and engaging, but we want to get into like doing other topics and things that other people are interested in. Yeah, thanks, Manju. And I'll give you guys just like a slight sneak peek. The plan for us is to, of course, be doing way more streams, not just hosted by us, but bringing in other folks. We've got Udi Kamenovich, who does stuff, who's been off for like a month now. He's coming back next week, next Tuesday. So we'll be bringing him back into the mix, which he's been doing a lot of character design stuff, more education though. So there's a lot of fun stuff that we're planning on and working on. So the survey stuff helps, catching time zones and all that. But ideally, the more people we get, the more streams that are happening every day at different times of the day. And you can jump in when they're, when you're available or when they catch you in the right zone. But appreciate y'all jumping into this one. We're down to our last 1 minute, thanks to Manju. I'll do one final review of the canvas here. Maybe just a recap. I'll start with the left for the Jedi stuff. That one's new. That's a great one. Amazing Yoda. Ryan did a really great ship. Great Luke. I'm a huge fan of this Princess Leia piece. And that Jawa carrier thing is amazing. Yeah, they really cranked it out. The only thing they had on us, I think, is just more folks. That time of day was good, but you guys killed it, and I appreciate you guys jumping in here. She's giving me the signal, so and also it's time for me to actually go have my lunch dinner. So I'll probably head out here. I'm going to plan on jumping in here this weekend actually and trying to do a couple other contributions. So feel free to share this with friends. Keep working. Try to catch you guys this weekend if you're around, and if not, we'll catch you guys next time. And thanks again for jumping into the stream. It's been fun hanging out with you guys. Cheers, everybody.